Now, you probably already know that the North Carolina state legislature has a massive problem with public corruption, but let me show you how your tax dollars help fund it. Just the other day, a new bill was filed at the state legislature that would give 500,000 taxpayer dollars, half a million, to this one little nonprofit that was specified by name in the bill. Now, there are two really weird things about this group. First, the main thing this group, Hispanos del Sur, does is outreach to Hispanic communities to try to convince parents to pull their kids out of public school and to put them in private school by using a private school tuition voucher instead. The other weird thing is that this organization is just one guy. Literally, it's just one guy who just happens to be very well connected in Republican political circles. So who knows what he's going to use $500,000 taxpayer dollars for? The bill has no requirements or guidelines. It just gives away $500,000 and says, good luck. This is not the first time they've done this either. There's another nonprofit called Parents for Educational Freedom, and our state lawmakers have granted them millions of dollars over the years, which they spend on campaigns to convince parents to pull their kids out of public school. Our tax dollars are being used to fund public schools, but also to tell parents not to use them. So that's all incredibly crooked, but believe me, you haven't seen the half of it. Our state legislature has always given out public money as grants to fund important community service work, think like the Girl Scouts or the United Way or a food bank. But in the last several years, this process has exploded, and a lot of what we're seeing is clearly very corrupt. Lawmakers have been caught giving out public money to for-profit companies run by friends and associates of those lawmakers, or inserting no-bid contracts into our state budget for companies run by their friends. They gave away tens of millions of dollars to networks of fake women's health clinics just last year.
We've taken the time to investigate the 15 CPC organizations that this budget funds. And wow, there are some really suspicious things going on. I want to share those with you.
She was right about that. Now, most of this is totally unethical, but it is legal. Remember, our state lawmakers literally write the laws, and they are allowed to give out money to pretty much whoever they want. So I could go on and on about the specifics here, but let's just pause and zoom out. Republican lawmakers in our state legislature are increasingly using our state tax dollars to fund political groups and organizations and people who will help them win elections. That's why they redirect billions of dollars to evangelical private schools and anti-abortion groups and a million pet projects you've probably never heard of. It's about patronage. And the message is, if you want that cash to keep flowing, help us come election time. Like everything in North Carolina, it is rooted in partisan gerrymandering, but it's also just plain old corruption. These people have access to much more money than they do integrity.